Hello everyone and welcome to this super quick review, I'm pretty sure, on an eyeshadow palette. I have got the babiest palette. It's really not the smallest palette ever. I've got the Too Faced Matte Chocolate Chip palette here. I got this over Black Friday. I believe that was like the day that this was released on Too Faced's website. It is still available. It is a limited edition palette. However, like I'm saying, it's January 3rd today when I'm filming this, and it is still available for purchase on the Too Faced website. It is $26 for this palette, and it's got 11 shadows in here. Now, what this is, like I said in the title of it, it's a matte palette, and what it is, it's kind of like a play on the actual chocolate palette, or the chocolate bar palette, excuse me, from Too Faced. So this is obviously a mini version, and it is an all matte version. Two of these shades are from the actual chocolate bar palette, so the white chocolate shade and then what is it called? The semi-sweet shade right here. These are both from the chocolate bar palette. I'm trying to hold too many things, but can you see they're in like the same place too? Right there, and then right there. But then what it is, oops, stop touching the shadows. A lot of these shades are the matte version of what's in here. So like the creme brulee, this is the matte creme brulee. Cherry cordial, we have the matte cherry cordial. The gilded ganache, we've got a matte gilded ganache, etc., etc. So it's kind of like a play on that, I guess, but it also is nice because it's not like you're just getting a duplicate of this in this. You're actually getting like some new shades aside from the two that I mentioned. When this was released, I feel like so many people were just like not very excited about it, I guess. I personally wasn't excited about the white chocolate chip palette. That one just didn't excite me. This excited me because I wanted this as like a supplementary palette. So a lot of people have things like the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and they use that as a supplementary palette for like using transition shades and crease shades and all of that. I don't have that palette or the Basics 2, etc., etc. And so I just wanted something small that I could use to supplement other palettes. There are some palettes where it's like, cool, I can't make a complete look with this because I'm missing, you know, a transition shade and my all over the under brow bone shade. Great. Like now I have to go into a whole nother palette. Well, this makes it so that I'm not mad that I have to go into another palette. I was really hoping and pulling for this palette in that it was the same quality that I know to be true of the chocolate bar palettes from Too Faced, and thankfully it is! Yay! I think all of these shadows are wonderful. They're not like the most buttery, smooth, fantastic shadows you're ever gonna touch in your life, but that's not what I personally care about. Like, yeah, it's nice to touch them and be like, so nice. But for me, these apply beautifully, and that's what I care about. I don't have to worry with these about tons of fallout or anything. Like, that only happens if I load up my brush way too much. You'll see later on in the swatches and everything, like, yeah, some of these are a little patchy when you swatch them with your fingers, and even like with a brush when you're doing like a huge brush swatching. But when you just are using these, like I said, as like transition shades and just to like deepen looks up. I'm motioning to my eyes because I did use these today, you know, for in the crease and on the outside just to like kind of smoke it out a little bit. They work so beautifully for that, and that's exactly what I wanted them for. But like, you know, the white chocolate shade, it's my perfect under the brow shade. I love that. It goes on so nice and creamy and just really lovely. I love this little palette. I love that it's got some like color transition type things like the green and the purples and the maroon color. It's also got like my classic light browns and dark browns, and I just personally really like this. I love that it smells like chocolate. You know, just true to the Too Faced chocolate bar line. It does smell like cocoa because it's got cocoa in the ingredients. I feel like a lot of people said that the actual like value of this is not very good. Like, these are very expensive shadows per gram and everything. I'll try and be a mathematician, which I am not, and like put some of that on the screen here. But I mean, overall, I just think this is a great little palette. I think for the 26 bucks, it was well worth my money anyways, because I have been using this practically every single day since I bought it, like I said, to supplement my eyeshadow looks and my other eyeshadow palettes. The only shadow in here that I could like do without is this pink one. It's the Strawberry Bonbon pink shade. I just don't personally use shades like that, but other than that, every single one of these shadows I have used and I do use on a near daily basis, and I love them. So I mean, this is like my perfect supplementary palette. I love that the palette, you know, it goes back all the way so it can lay flat. It's got a huge mirror, like just a really, really nice mirror, minus the fact that I have my fingerprints all over it now. I wish it was a magnetic closure just because, but nice snap closure. It doesn't feel flimsy or anything to me. I love how slim and everything it is, just for like a comparison so you can see how big or how small it is. It really is. It's a tiny little palette, and the actual shadows, you know, are like the size of that first digit of my pinky. But I mean, to get your brush in there, it's really not a problem at all that they're so tiny. And I personally, I really love this palette. So I really don't have a bunch of mini tutorials to show you guys. I'm just going to show you a look and like how I would use this in the crease and stuff and how it applies there. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy seeing the swatches and everything. I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this. I really do love it. The shadows last all day on me, like they do not fade. And I really, really love this palette. So if it is available and you can get your hands on it and you're looking for like a supplementary palette like I was, I think this is a great one. I think it's really versatile. It's got a great range of colors in it, like I said, and I just have really, really been enjoying this. So yeah, I guess let's go on into the swatches and everything here, and I will see you at the very end of the video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that little review and everything of this palette. If you found it helpful and or enjoyable, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help out my channel. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!